I started building this fence to keep thieves out. But instead, I lost part of my land. And let's just say, I was not ready for this. I live in a place where people kind of like to help themselves to things. It is an open area, and despite being private property, the casual strolling and dog walking is fairly common. Which is fine, don't get me wrong, people should have the right to enjoy nature. But since I had stuff missing before, an entire tree nonetheless, I knew I had to do something. And the fence seemed like the obvious choice. But there was one problem. This land, not exactly stable. So digging fence posts here was very risky. Well, it was a risk I had to take, and I started digging up the holes initially using an earth auger machine, but at the end I switched to a manual tool. There are many ways to go about it, such as relying on dedicated pole supports that get pushed into the ground. But I thought this may be too dangerous, so I went the concrete in a deep hole route. I was sure I got it right, and even if it still was risky, I had decided to add some anchors at the end before putting the net for extra safety. But unfortunately the things took a turn for the worse before I even had a chance to reach this point. Honestly, I felt pretty good about it, until the sky turned dark. Then the rain started, and it did not stop. This is actual footage of the flood in front of my house, which is about 2 miles away from the land. Florence was also partially flooded. It was like Mother Nature waited for me to finish before ruining everything. And then, bam, the land just gave up. And that's it, that's part of my security system, gone. So now I have less land, the fence gets on hold, and not really a clue what to do next. I spent many afternoons on this fence, and in just a few hours the land took it back. So now I have a real problem, because I still need a fence. But I also need to stop my land from disappearing. And as you can see, there are many other areas where it can happen next, since the land is divided into terraced portions. Also, the floods will not stop, but occur pretty much every year. So, do I try again? Reinforce the land, or just accept my fate? I have thought about adding some concrete reinforcement and push some metal rods into the ground to stabilize it, although I'm not sure whether it will stop the erosion. I could also move the fence more inwards, which will unfortunately make the land thinner and could pose problems in the future. The fence was supposed to be the border, so in the future it could be a legal problem. Adding more trees near the edge could help or could make matters worse. I could also just buy the land below and let it all become one big blob. If you were in my shoes, what would you do? Comment below, because honestly, I do need your ideas. Also, stay tuned for the finished chicken coop video, and hopefully no other disaster occurs in the meantime. Hit subscribe, because at this rate, I'm definitely gonna need more help. Have a great day, and see you next time.